Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn, and this is a weekly energy reading for the week to come. So the intention of this energy reading that I channel every single week, and disclaimer, if there's ever a week where I'm just like really not feeling it, I'm not going to be sharing an energy reading, because I fully believe that those of us who are channeling these messages from spirit really need to make sure that we are in a mind space, head space, spirit space, energy space to be able to receive these messages properly. So I am so honored to be receiving these messages, be relaying these messages. I have already cleansed my space and cleansed my decks. As you can probably tell, I just got out the shower not too long ago, and I was not in the mood to put on makeup today, like at all. So thank you for accepting me as I am. We are chilling over here, and I hope that you are chilling over there. And if not, let's get on the same page by taking a deep breath together. I think I got on a little tangent, but we're gonna come back around. Get comfortable. Let's take a deep inhale. And exhale. We're gonna do one more. Deep inhale, put your hand over your heart. And exhale. Perfect. I hope you're all feeling more centered. Let's remain centered and grounded throughout this reading. If you do stick around, bless you. I'm so grateful for you for pressing play and for visiting my channel. I'm sincerely so grateful. And if you are returning and you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. And I hope that for those of you who are not subscribed and do end up enjoying this video, end up subscribing and become a part of this growing community. But as I was saying earlier on, this energy reading is conducted with the intention, is channeled with the intention for us to best understand what the overall energy is for the week to come and how we can best navigate it as our higher selves. And just be mindful of what it is that we can possibly expect, what it is that we can keep in mind, so that we can navigate through this week as the best possible version of ourselves. This is an unedited video that I'm going to be publishing, so I apologize in advance for any noises in the background that you may hear, but we are going to allow life happen. We are going to allow life to happen around us. And again, we are going to remain centered. Let me make sure that this video is actually recording, because I've had some technical difficulties before. Okay, we're on 20%. I believe in my phone. I believe in my phone and my battery being able to last. So as I was, let's jump into this. As I was shuffling the decks to like reset them for this reading, these two cards jumped out right after my prayer, and it feels very on point. So here we go. We got the Spirit Fox, to trust your talents in changing times. And we also got the Medicine Mother. So two of these jumped out, to honor your inner knowing. So this is a week for us to really trust ourselves, trust our instincts. And I know I've said this in past readings, and I'm going to continue to say this, but trusting your intuition and strengthening your relationship with your intuition is incredibly important this year. So there are many ways that you can create and cultivate a healthy relationship with your intuition. And one of them is really just listening to your body, listening to what it is that your body is communicating with you, and also feeling your emotions. So really just tuning in with yourself, with your emotional body, with your spiritual body, so that you can really connect with what your intuition is saying to you. And also, y'all, there is a reason why they say trust your gut. Trust your gut. And if you want to be able to actually trust your gut, you want to make sure that you have a good gut health, right? Because if your gut is doing all kinds of crazy things, how can you actually trust it when there's some toxicity going on down there? So just throwing that out there. But y'all, let's honor our inner knowing. You know, like, truly, we can ask for advice from the coolest people in the world, from your biggest inspirations, but at the end of the day, you know what is best for you, and you know what you have gone through to get to where you are today. You know what it is that you have to go through to get to where you're going. Honor your inner knowing, honor your journey, honor all the knowledge that you have of yourself and your journey, and use that inner knowing that you have of yourself, of everything you've gone through, of everything that you want, that you're desiring, and why you want those things, to make the best possible decisions, to tap into your higher self. And we are experiencing changing times right now. I know that we are all feeling like we're in this constant state of transition and transformation, and honestly, that's how we're going to be feeling throughout this whole year and the next few years to come. Because y'all, I'm not going to get all the way into it, but that great conjunction that we had happen at the end of December really shifted a lot around us. So let's continue to unfold this reading, and we're going to be revisiting back to these two cards. Should any challenges arise this week, what energy should we tap into? Should any challenges arise this week? Stand still. Stillness. I don't know. I can only speak for myself, but I've also had a lot of conversations with other folks who confirmed this intuition, this inner knowing, that the stillness that we experienced in 2020 made us realize that stillness makes us realize a lot. You know, like stillness, being forced to be home, being forced to be with yourself, to be in silence, however that silence showed up for you and your journey and your environment in 2020, you realized a lot, right? Like, you realized what it is that you need to heal, what it is that you no longer want, what it is that you do want, what it is that you need to bring back into your life, what it is that you've kind of like shoved under the rug or swept under the rug. I always say that saying wrong. Standing still and stillness in general is just so important. And one thing that is a part of healing a trigger, a very crucial part, is actually stillness. Because as soon as you feel triggered by something, so often we are quick to react. But if we are serious about our healing and transforming the way that we respond to things, what we have to do is allow ourselves to stand still with our trigger, to pause, and give ourselves a moment before we react, before we respond to things, to situations, to people. So this week, keep that in mind and be more mindful of standing still, of practicing stillness, of reminding yourself of the fact that stillness is a divine part of nature. The tallest tree in the world is standing still, is steady, is quiet, and yet look how powerful it grew up and ended up being. So tall, so deeply rooted. And yet it's throughout its whole journey, it was so still. So don't think that standing still is going to halt your growth or stunt your growth. In fact, it's probably going to assist your growth or propel your growth even. We live in, I think we're all becoming increasingly aware of this, but we are, y'all, growing up and are living in a society where capitalism wants you to go, 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 because being in that state keeps you distracted from reality. Tune back in. Stillness is a way to take your power back. What should we focus on healing this week? What should we focus on healing this week? Okay, I'm going to pull one more. What should we focus on healing this week? Wow, beautiful, beautiful. So we got changes. Changes, this is the second time that changes comes up in this reading. The first time was to trust your talents in changing times. I think we need to continue to prioritize healing our relationship with change, because y'all, the most beautiful things happen with change. We cannot step into higher versions of ourselves if we're not changing. We cannot create a better life for ourselves if we're not changing. We cannot manifest our deepest desires if our current environment, our current situation, our current way of living and being doesn't change. If nothing changes, everything stays the same, right? We gotta allow change. We gotta heal our relationship with change and not fear it so much. Change is a gift. Change is inevitable. And what is inevitable is divine. What is inevitable is a way of life. What is inevitable is transparent in nature. The seasons that nature experiences, we experience too. And it is often when we are so, I've been trying to think of this word all week and I'm not remembering what it is. I feel like it starts with an R. When we are not refraining, not restricting, avoiding, it's like a synonym of avoiding, but when we are trying to avoid change, trying to avoid the things that we need to heal, the parts of ourselves that we need to heal, it's only going to become harder, right? A lot of the time people think that not feeling an emotion, avoiding an emotion is actually going to make them feel better, but it actually ends up making you feel worse. You got to confront the emotions. You got to feel the emotions. You got to allow the change to happen in your life if you want to be in that state of flow, if you want to really tap into the most healed, highest, most divine version of yourself. Your higher self welcomes change. Your higher self understands that change is perhaps not just a key ingredient, but a main ingredient to, again, you manifesting your deepest desires, you healing yourself, you becoming your higher self. So let's heal our relationship with change and ask ourselves, you know, how has change benefited us? Try to think of all the ways that change has benefited you. Perhaps even think about the times where you were avoiding change, and then when you finally allowed it to happen, or it was forced upon you, because that's what happens, because change is inevitable. If you don't allow it to happen yourself with ease, it's going to come at you with possibly some pain. The other thing that we got to heal is our psychic development. And I find that incredibly, I would say coincidental, but we all know over here that coincidences don't exist. A lot of us are heightening our psychic abilities at this time. Perhaps, oh, my ear is ringing. Perhaps you yourself have been experiencing either some very vivid dreams, or you've been encountering omens, or just having really interesting particular experiences that catch your eye. Perhaps you've had your own ears ringing. Perhaps you've been experiencing deja vu, or you're becoming more sensitive to energy. Whatever it is, that's a part of our healing journey, because we are divine beings. We are incredibly powerful people. Humans are incredibly powerful, and we all have psychic gifts. We all are manifestors. We all have our own intuitive gifts that we were gifted, you know, and the changes, the transitions, the transformations that we've all been experiencing is leading us to be tapping into those psychic abilities. We are all in this maturing process. We are all undergoing this development to embody Medicine Mother energy. Medicine Mother knows and is so in tune with her inner knowing, with their inner knowing, and that is where we are being led to. So normally I feel like this would sound funky or weird or frou-frou-lou-fou, but the fact that you're watching an energy reading tells me that you yourself are on a spiritual journey. So just be open to the development of your own psychic abilities and become curious about them. Because when you become curious about something and you allow yourself to start exploring those things, you are saying, you know what, I welcome this into my life. I'm curious and I'm open to learn more. What is it that we should surrender this week? What is it that we should surrender? Ooh, I love surrendering. I used to also be so afraid of change, and surrendering really was something that was so hard for me to do. But over the course of the past year, y'all, I have been like, you know what? If you want to go, I'm going to let you go. You want to dip? You can dip like a tortilla chip. I'm not going to hold you back. And here we go. Surrender fear. Surrender fear. Any fears that you have, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let go of the fearful stories that you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. This is something that I always stress. Congratulate yourself, y'all, for every little thing. Even if someone else thinks that what it is that you're celebrating is nothing, don't even care about that. Someone's nothing to them could be your everything. And even if it's not everything, and even if it is small to you, even congratulate yourself. Take pride in like even just your efforts. I was thinking about this the other day, and this is something that for those of you who like really do follow my content, you already know that this is what I'm all about. Is like taking pride in just simply trying. You know how many people don't even try? You know how many people don't even reflect on their own lives? They're so fearful. They're so scared of confronting themselves and their mistakes and the way that they are living their lives and the way that they have been living their lives that they don't even want to look. So the fact that you're looking, the fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you are becoming curious and allowing your curiosity to lead you to spaces like this where you get to learn about your psychic development, your spiritual development, your ways that you can become more intuitive and like really trust yourself. And we're over here talking about surrendering fear, y'all. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. So be proud of yourself for allowing yourself to step into these spaces, to even just reflect on your life and how you can be better and how you can do better. And it's beautiful. So focus on solutions. I think I got on a little tangent there, but surrender fear, y'all. And I think often the fear steps in when we are way too ahead in the future, or we are just stuck in the past. Bring yourself back to the present moment. Take a deep breath, because taking a deep breath, like really pausing, standing still and allowing yourself to take a deep breath, that moment where you're taking a deep breath mindfully, consciously, aware, with awareness, in that moment, you were in the present moment and you bring yourself back, you reground yourself, you recenter yourself, and you focus on the solution. Okay, this is happening. These changes are occurring. What's the solution here? What are my options? Instead of like freaking out and exerting all this energy over being fearful and wasting all this time, like just being scared, you're good. You are where you're meant to be. There's no reason for you to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. Just focus on finding the solution. Being proud that you are trying your best, that you are trying to find a solution. Trust your talents, trust your gifts, trust your own psychic abilities, trust your own inner guide, your own inner knowing. And just focus on the next step. Don't get so ahead of yourself. There's this quote that I have on my Instagram page that I love, that says something like, don't get so ahead of yourself that you scare yourself away from your dreams. Something like that. I think we all just get so ahead of ourselves. We're thinking about the future and all the things that can happen, and it's like, yo, stay in the present moment and just focus on the next step and the next step and the next step and the next step. And by the time you know it, you're gonna look around you and be like, man, I did that. And it all starts with being here now and surrendering fear and allowing change to happen and standing still, honoring your inner knowing, trusting your talents through your transformations, through the changes. So let's look at this affirmation. I really do not want my phone to die. I know I'm like probably at 10% or something now. Let me check my phone. Yep, got the 10% notification. Whew. All right, y'all, let's look at this affirmation. What is our affirmation for the week ahead? What is our affirmation for the week ahead? I hope that you all have been enjoying this reading. I have been so honored and enjoying this myself. I'm taking in these messages too. This reading isn't just for you all. This is for me too, okay? We are all in this together. I am no better than you. I am not higher than you. Okay? We are all in this together. My thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. You are the ultimate creator of your reality, y'all. You and only you. That is how powerful you are. Remind yourself that. I'm going to repeat this affirmation again. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. Again, let go of the fearful stories that you are telling yourself. They are not serving you. They are not true. Okay? No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. It is just you and your thoughts, and you have the power to change your thoughts if they are not serving you. I create my own reality and everyone in it. My thoughts are creative. Whew. We got this. We got this. You got this. The changes in your life are happening for a reason. Okay? You cannot expect. You cannot be praying. You cannot be working towards your desires, your dreams, and expect to manifest them if you're not allowing change to happen. Surrender fear, y'all. Surrender fear. You are divinely guided. You are highly protected. And remember to always recenter yourself. When you find yourself disheveled or too ahead or in the future, in the past, reground yourself. Bring yourself back to this moment, because all we have is now. When we are telling ourselves, when we are thinking fearful thoughts, when we are thinking about problems and things that we're afraid of and attachments and all that stuff, none of that has to do with what's actually happening right now in this present moment. If you really ask yourself, how much time do I spend throughout the day thinking about the past or the future? How much time do I spend being present, being in the now? There's so much power in the now, y'all. Because in the now, this is all that matters. What's going on right now. Because what it is that we do right now, the baby step forward that we take right now is what's going to get us to where we want to be. And when we are where we want to be, what better place to be than in the now? Y'all, I will see you in my next video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. If you feel that one of your loved ones may benefit from it, share it with them. Spread love. Be kind to yourself. Trust yourself. Remind yourself of your power, of your worthiness. Let's have a beautiful week. Let's claim it. And if it's not as beautiful as we want it to be, let's remind ourselves of how blessed it is that we are. Always, always. Thank you all for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.